Markiplier, the king of the FNAF games, MatPat, the king of the FNAF lore, and Dawko, the king of the British. Together, these three people combine and make, I don't know where I was going with this. I just wanted to call Dawko British.
Foxy, I wish you would come.
FNAF Help Wanted 2 just released, and because MatPat's taken his sweet time playing through the game, it looks like I'll have to step in and do the theorizing myself. Wait, but I'm already the Great Value Markiplier. I can't also be the Great Value MatPat. Oh, never mind, I already am. Anyways, let's get the obvious out of the way. One of the biggest mysteries surrounding this game is who we're playing as. It's a very tough question and one of the biggest mysteries in this game yet. I sure hope nobody solves it in the second part of their playthrough. I mean, it's pretty obvious, guys. Even this fucking fucktard of a fuck has this to say.
You look like you got kids.
I mean, come on, guys. We even see the infamous Bonnie mask as a little Easter egg in Princess Quest. And it's already been heavily theorized that Cassie's dad is the Bonnie bully from the Bite of 83. So, it's pretty safe to say that for this game, we are playing as Cassie's dad. Speaking of which, I also found this piece of dialogue inside one of the mini games where you have to repair Helpy.
Patient is suffering from parental neglect.
Okay, does that have lore implications if we're playing as Cassie's dad? Now this could very well be just me overanalyzing a little joke in the game, and I sort of hope that is the case. But what if that line was supposed to be hinting at us that Cassie's dad sort of neglects her? Now I really hope that's not the case. Come on, Steelwool Studios, it's been so long in the lore since we've had a father figure that hasn't been like a complete dick. It would be so much better if Cassie's dad was more like Henry in the sense of being caring and loving to his family. Not only would that make us like his character more, which would in turn make his death even more emotional, but also if he did become a Fazbear engineer with the intentions of making up for his past where he accidentally was one of the causations for the Bite of 83, it would just straight up make less sense if he was a morally bad character. I don't know, I guess I just want to see him end up being some sort of good dude. Now that I think about it, we've actually yet to see how he physically looks at all. I mean, yeah, we saw him with the Bonnie mask in the Bite of 83, but even then, he was literally pixelated with no facial features visible. Except what a lot of people don't realize is that we actually have one feature of his appearance confirmed now that we've seen the ending to Help Wanted 2. At this point, we all know that Help Wanted 2's default ending has us being turned into Maskbot from Ruin, which in of itself is really fucked up, and I plan to do a video focusing on that specific ending in the future. But until then, notice something on Maskbot's face. This dude is wearing glasses. Not just any glasses, these glasses are round, circular, and honestly, he's the only staff bot that we ever see wear these types of glasses. Now, if I was a betting man, I'd say that these glasses belong to Cassie's dad. Why else would Maskbot specifically be the only staff bot to wear glasses? On another note, recently Rytoast proposed the idea that Bonnie Mask Man is also the Jeremy Fitzgerald, the Bite of 87 victim. I'm not opposed to this idea. It's not bad. I don't really think there's enough proof backing it up yet. And also, I kind of already thought that Chica Mask Man maybe go on to be like the Bite of 87 victim or something. But I mean, that's a whole other theory in and of itself. Anyways, insert transition here. You want to talk FNAF Help Wanted 2 lore? Let's talk Mystic Hippo. We all know Mystic Hippo at this point. She's the one animatronic that just out of nowhere, without warning, just starts talking in the main menu. You kind of have to rush over there quickly just to make sure you don't miss what she's saying. But you still can't fucking hear her because all the other sound effects around her are too damn loud, and you end up having to just look up her voice lines on YouTube anyways. What the fuck? I still can't understand her. Talk normally, weird genie looking thing. But thanks to YouTube, I managed to find all of her lines, and I picked out a few that I felt like were important, and we're gonna be going over them right now.
Why
you here? When are you? It needs you. She needs you. Do you remember?
These first couple of lines make me think that maybe Cassie's dad doesn't really recall why he's here in the first place. I'm willing to bet his mind is a bit hazy. This is especially shown whenever he sees the body mask inside of Princess Quest. The first thing he says is, "This looks familiar." As for why he's having a hard time remembering things, my prediction is that he was brainwashed by either Fazbear Entertainment or, more likely, by Glitchtrap and Vanny. Although Mystic Hippo's line of "she needs you" could be referring to Cassie and how she needs her father, the fact that there's also a "it needs you" shoved in there makes me think that that could be referring to Glitchtrap and Vanny needing Cassie's dad for some sort of either experiment or just to kill him if he's starting to find out too much. Plus, the hand that we see at the end of the game looks very similar to Glitchtrap's, so there's that. As for other lines Mystic Hippo says, she also tells you to
use the key to confront the darkness.
Which seems to connect back to Princess Quest considering the amount of keys we have to use to unlock certain things. But with that in mind, she also says this:
the key is familiar to you.
So if the previous line about a key connected back to Princess Quest, then this must mean we have played other Princess Quests before if we are familiar with them. Which makes me think back to this message from Security Breach, where an unnamed Pizzaplex employee goes around trying to beat the arcade machines, but isn't deemed worthy yet by the princess. With the information from Mystic Hippo, that means that this message could very well be from Cassie's dad, who was only deemed worthy by the princess whenever she gives us the sword during Help Wanted 2. Now, as for Mystic Hippo's line where she asks,
do you ever look at your hands? I mean, really look at your hands.
I'm at a loss for what this one means. Maybe she's referring to how our hands are, weirdly enough, still blue and holographic even when the Vanny mask is off, but I also don't know whether to mock up that design choice as something with lore importance, or if it's just Stillwell Studios not knowing how the fuck to make realistic hands in a VR game. If y'all have any thoughts, let me know in the comments, but until then, let's move on. The final line Mystic Hippo said that I want to talk about has actually been said by a lot of people throughout this game.
What makes you so special? What makes you so special?
What makes you so special? What is it about our player character that supposedly makes him special in some way? This is a really tough line to solve. It obviously holds some amount of importance because of the amount of characters that say it over and over again, but it is so vague that it literally could mean just about anything. Oh, the player's special because he's Cassie's dad. The player's special because he took part in the Bite of 83. Maybe our player character is secretly autistic. Who knows? My best assumption is maybe it's asking us why are we so special, as in why did the princess choose us to take the sword and go on during Princess Quest? Or better yet, if the earlier parts of my Help Wanted 2 theory are correct, why were we the ones chosen by Vanny and Glitchtrap to be lured down to the FNAF 6 area and possibly brainwashed as well? I feel like that's most likely what they're talking about whenever anybody says that line, but then we still have the question in and of itself: why? Why were we the ones chosen to come down here? Why did Glitchtrap and Vanny choose us? And that question, I am still wondering myself. There are still so much theories to be made and so many questions to be answered about this game, and I cannot wait to go even more in-depth into this game in future theories. But in the meantime, if you want to hear a different theory about how Circus Baby is secretly the Mimic, then make sure to go check out this video popping up right now. Does it sound crazy on paper? Yes. But the more in depth you look, the more everything begins to make sense. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and I will see y'all in the next video. Goodbye!